let me puff out my chest for our friend here.
There's my pasta here.
Let me puff out my chest for our friend here. Show my best side. Hey, damn it, Michael. I can only hold this pose for so long.
I'll be here.
I swear to God, my left nut is about to explode.
Wait for it.
It's about to rupture. It's about to burst. Oh.
Scott just like implodes on the spot. Hey, there he is.
Oh, there, let me flex again for him. There we go. Am I showing my best side? Is this looking good? How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you, dude. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the podcast. I'm just trying to squeeze some melons out here with my chest muscles for you. Yeah.
How you doing, brother? How's everything going on over there?
We're surviving, just about.
Yeah.
How about you?
You know, we're doing not bad over here in Canada. It's a little, I don't know, what would you say, Jordan? It's a little quiet.
Yeah, I would say so.
There's not
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
like, yeah, go ahead.
There's not a lot of people working right now. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are just hanging out at home with their kids or trying to find work and get back to real life.
Yeah.
Jordan and I like to shoot the shit on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of fun and exciting things you got going on over in the UK? You, my friend, are a bearded villain. You're in the process of getting married, but your wedding keeps getting delayed and getting in the way and all that kind of stuff because of COVID and whatnot, which must be a big old pain in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. We've had to postpone it twice now.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But we've got the final date now, which is
Okay.
good.
Nice.
So 15th of May next year. So it's a bit
Okay,
more of
cool.
a wait.
Yeah.
It's what we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. That's cool.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You found a sweetheart of a wife. How did you and your wife meet?
Actually, it's a funny story. She started talking to my best mate first. And then he kind of went off with his girlfriend and I started talking to my fiance and then we started it from there, really.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah,
So just like through a friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man, that's always the best thing. Is like, if you have a good friend and they find somebody else for you, and they're, hey, I got a good friend too, and they try and like play the matchmaker role a little bit, and they help out. That's always a nice thing. Have a friend that looks out for you like that. There he is. There's the man and his missus. That's beautiful. Yeah, you guys are such a happy-looking couple, man. I love it.
Thank you. It means a lot, for sure.
And you're super involved with your kids and everything. That's the one thing I love is I always see there's lots of dads online that are like, oh, here's me and my kids and whatnot. But like, when I personally talk to you, I can tell how much you really enjoy being a dad. I can tell how much you love it. How much does that improve life for you from being MJ Fox without a kid to MJ Fox with being a parent?
It's made me grow up, for sure. Like when I was younger, I was a little shit, but my other half definitely helped me out.
Yeah. What kind of trouble did you used to get into? What kind of troublemaker were you?
I was when I was about 15, I was homeless. So yeah, that was difficult. And then I got into some Class A's because I was in the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I met Sarah, so she has definitely helped me out for sure.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful. It's always good to have a good woman come into your life. I'm hoping that one day I myself find myself a good woman that just, she comes along, she sweeps me off my feet and carries me off into the sunset. That's what I'm hoping for. But she needs to be a mighty heavy power lifter for that to happen. Yeah, for sure.
So you get them. You get bodybuilders. There are some girls out there for you, for sure.
Mhm.
Oh God, no. So how's life over in the UK with COVID and everything going on? Is it all right? Is it getting back to normal? How are your guys' numbers and stuff going?
It's kind of getting back to normal. Like yesterday, there was only 11 more that had died.
Yeah.
Which is a bit morbid, but they never really tell you how many people are surviving it. It's always this amount died, but you don't hear any surviving, you know. So, yeah, but it's getting there. Friday, we need to start wearing face masks in shops and stuff. We've got to wear them on public transport. But other than that, it's just work as normal. You know, I've been working throughout the whole of this, so it's just normal for me now.
Yeah, I guess so. Has work changed at all for you since COVID kind of came in and smacked the world around a little bit?
No, the only different thing is the customers aren't buying the products as much.
Yeah.
So we're not getting the output that we're meant to be getting. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, there's really not much you can do about that, especially, you know, COVID comes in, they lock stuff down, some businesses die, so some people are out of work, that kind of stuff. It definitely kicks in the ass when it comes to getting stuff off the shelf. It's a weird thing for sure. But I know that you're a part of the Bearded Villains out there in the UK. How's that been for you? How's that been for you? Has that been a really positive experience?
Say again?
Has that been a really positive experience for you, being a part of the Bearded Villains out there in the UK?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's keeping me busy. A lot like the beer struggle did, if I'm honest with you. It's made me meet some beautiful people. Like, they are amazing, and I can't fault it. Yeah. The only issue is I can't go to the first meet because the first meet is on the 12th of September when I was meant to be getting married. So but there's always next year. Like, I'm in it for the long run.
Yeah, no, that's one thing that I don't know if even Jordan and I will get to go to the first meet and whatnot, because it's down in Arizona, I think it is.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't even know if they're going to open up our border by then. We may not even have our border open by then. God knows what's going to happen. We may not have our border open until Trump leaves office, for God knows at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's funny. He is quite the character. I'm not quite sure what to make of him anymore. I mean, I was never quite sure what to make of him from the day I saw him on TV or who he was. I never quite knew what to think of him. But, you know, the thing they're talking about now is, like, if Joe Biden wins, or most likely when Joe Biden wins, he's probably not going to hand over the power, like, peacefully. Because normally they do the peaceful transition of power. They shake the hands, you know, you're the president now. But they're saying that their worry is that he's going to essentially be like, fuck you, Biden, and then just carry on being the president, even though Joe Biden's technically the president at that point.
Yeah, no, see, I can see that happening for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. Because the U.S. isn't wild enough.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah.
What's your prediction? What do you think is going to happen when their elections happen in November?
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of swaying more for the fact that I want Trump to leave, because he is not helping you guys in the slightest.
True.
But it's politics, isn't it? It's all corrupt. Like, there's not a side of it that isn't gonna somehow fuck you over eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's true. It's like finding a good brand of something. It's like, you know, it's an okay brand until you find a real good one. You're like, you guys have been fucking me forever. You guys have been fucking me on the price and fucking me on the product, you son of a bitch.
Exactly. Like, it's madness. The world we live in is madness.
Totally.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody was telling me the other day, they're like, I used to think World War III would never happen because it was, like you have so many friends now amongst the world through different countries and all this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, yeah, that's a really valid point. Then I talked to that same person the other day, and they're like, it's for sure going to happen. We all hate each other now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, wow, that changed quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like I remember at the start of the year, like that was like January, that was one of the big concerns was like, because that was right when like the whole thing with like Iran and that general getting killed, like, and people were like, it's World War III. We're starting 2020 off with World War III, and then nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's like Trump meant to be building the wall for the border of Mexico.
Yep.
That works out well for him, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's small sections of it that are up at this point, but nothing. It's not complete by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
What a fucking guy that Trump is. You didn't address your character.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think Trump would last against the longest when it came to a fist fight? Like when it comes to world leaders, like I think him versus Kim Jong-un could go 12 rounds boxing, and I don't know if anybody would actually get hurt.
Yeah, it would be more like slapping and scratching, wouldn't it?
Totally.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. They'd
It
be
wouldn't-
boxing
it wouldn't
like this
be
with
like-
their palms out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I
Could
don't
you
know.
imagine him in a cage, though?
Oh, it'd be hilarious. Yeah. No, as much as I've never liked Justin Trudeau, I think in a UFC ring, I think he would drop Trump very quickly, just because like he's like half his age and then probably in way better shape. So I could see Trudeau smoking everyone, but then Putin wins over everyone else.
You
Yeah.
could see Trudeau smoking everybody else. Then he meets like the king of Kenya. Kenya just fucking like smashes his face into the ground and fucks the back of his head. And we're like, oh, that was violent.
Yeah, or Putin. Yeah, Putin's definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's scary. He rides bears. Pull up that picture, Gordon.
Yep.
I love that picture. Every chance I get a chance to see this picture, I have to see it. Mike, I need your opinion on this picture. Do you think this is Photoshop? It's a picture of Vladimir Putin riding a bear. And I, for the love of God, want this to be so real.
Right. I haven't seen the picture. So,
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up, so stay tuned.
Right.
Jordan's working his magic in his little terrorist cave.
Oh, man.
Behind that blue drape is actually giant bags of cocaine and opium and machine guns, and there's a couple tied up women.
I can genuinely see that as well. Like, I can imagine it. For sure.
Yeah.
Everybody says that. I don't understand why.
And you know what's funny? Jordan, every time to try and defend himself, he pulls the curtain back with his hand just like that. There he goes. But, he never tells anybody that the hole is actually right behind his head. And he has to shrink himself to get through it.
All right, this picture is loading up, so it should be up in a second here. Once my computer decides to cooperate.
Once your computer stops having a seizure.
Man.
But yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I was watching a documentary on Vladimir Putin the other day, and they're just like...
Where?
I think it was on a History Channel. It was like the Chronicles or something of Vladimir Putin. Man, like at one point, that guy was not very popular. Like at one point, he didn't do very well. And then at another point, he was like really popular. Like Russian politics is crazy. I love watching that shit.
Totally. Yeah, I just got a book. It's like all about the like the history of the Russian government, like killing like significant political figures like in Russia, like when they go and hide in the UK, like in Britain, and then like they just die of mysterious circumstances, and that, like which is very interesting. I'm really enjoying the book so far. There he is.
There's the man himself riding a bear.
Wow.
So this video says it's real footage. So like, I don't know.
Can we find the footage?
I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah,
I mean-
do you think that's Photoshopped? I mean, look at that motherfucker. He's riding a goddamn bear like a horse.
Yeah.
Now
I can't,
Jordan just makes the screen go black. And now Jordan just makes the screen go black. God damn it, Jordan.
no, I'm loading the video. I can't play it because YouTube will get mad at us. But
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
but I'll stop screen share, and then
All right. Fair enough.
and then let you guys
God
know.
damn.
Yeah, and I can also send you guys the link.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah, do
Jordan.
that.
Right there.
Yeah.
I can say,
But
if
yeah,
that is Photoshop, though, that guy has far too much time on his hands.
Yeah, because it's a like pretty realistic looking photo.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So for him to be able to Photoshop it,
Like
That's
that
impressive.
would take some serious work.
I really would. Too much
Yeah.
time on that guy's hands.
Way too much
I
time.
don't know why. I seriously hope that is real, though. I mean, like when I saw Khabib, the UFC champion, wrestling a bear when he was 6 years old. I was like, okay, so that's what Russians do. And then like Putin's riding a bear. I'm like, okay, so they figured out how to train and control bears. I need to know how to do this. I need an army of bears. Just like, come with me, bears. We're taking over the Coca-Cola factory. Come on, let's go.
could you imagine? That'll be some proper carnage as well.
Oh,
Can you imagine somebody's like, oh, look, there's a little bear here. Oh, hi, little guy. Let's, oh, God! And then next thing you know, mom and dad and fucking me come in there. And I'm like, go, my children. They fucking eat all the employees.
oh man! Anybody who's watching this that works at a Coca-Cola factory just got increasingly nervous.
Can you imagine they're at a Coca-Cola factory and they leave and they're like, oh, that podcast sure was silly. Those guys and their jokes and they see a baby bear, they're like, holy fuck, it's happening.
Wait, I think this is real.
You think it's fucking real?
Oh, maybe it's not. It's not real.
No!
Somebody animated a photo, like somebody put a photo of Putin on top of a video of a bear running.
No. I wanted it to be so real, Jordan.
I mean, like,
You son of a bitch.
You
Like-
just
like-
crushed all of his hopes.
You ruined my
let's-
fucking life, Jordan.
I'll play like a couple seconds of it just so that you can see what I'm talking
You
about.
ruined my life, Jordan.
I know.
you
I
ruined it.
I am equally
I-
disappointed. Don't get me wrong.
You ruined it, Jordan.
Look,
That's still funny shit, though.
because like Putin's not moving at all. Just the bear's moving.
Wow.
All right, pull it down before they yell at us.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm upset about that. Not gonna lie.
I don't know why that video just made my whole life so much better.
It's so funny. Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
So, Mike, my friend, you are a very, very skilled skateboarder. How is that going for you these days? Anything fun and exciting going on around
well,
you to talk about?
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I've been skating since I was about 10.
Oh, cool.
And my flat ground tricks kind of were failing because I couldn't flip it enough. So I'm currently learning how to vert. So how to do like half pipes and ramps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's getting there. I'm not terrible, but I'm definitely not pro. So
Fair.
That's fair enough, my man. We all got to start somewhere, and then our evolution's always a little bit different. Some people are able to do certain things faster than others, or some people are just, they keep grinding and grinding and grinding. And I don't know why. I always like that approach. Like, I like the approach of to grind until you figure it out. So
Mhm.
I like the way you're doing it. And I appreciate that. That's a good, hard-working man's way of doing it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah. Is there somewhere that you want to go with skating? Are you hoping to one day become a pro, and that's kind of like your thing that you do? You go around skating the world?
Like honestly, yeah, I'd love to, but
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
probably not feasible in the UK.
Mm.
Like not until I'm like very good, and then I'll have to fly to like America to be even better. So
Mm.
it is what it is. Like I'd love to be pro though,
Yeah.
bro. Like because that's my goal is to be able to work at doing something I love,
Mhm.
like
Totally.
get paid for doing something, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, that's our plan with this podcast too, because it's a lot of fun, and if we can get it to the point where like it makes us money, like that would be
For sure.
ideal. Hmm.
Yeah, man. No, I can't wait until somebody sends me a tattoo of my face on them one day. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's like when I know I made it. Like I want some chick just to like show like my face on her lower back, and she's like, "Look, I got you tattooed on me," and I'm like, "That must be really fucking weird for your boyfriend." Because could you
Yeah.
imagine he's doing what he's doing from behind, and he just has my face looking at him like this?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Like it's not good for anybody, man. It's not good for anybody. But I want that. I want that one day.
Hmm.
I think that's how you know you made it when somebody sends you a picture of you tattooed on them, and you don't even know who
Yeah.
the hell they are. You're like, cool, whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, man. No, I think that'd be cool for you to definitely make a living just skating and stuff like that. Because I mean, I remember I talked to you in private months and months and months ago, and I told you I got Legend to skateboard,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Oh man, I'll totally help you out. Like if you want some videos done and all that kind of stuff." And that's one thing that I actually never find online. I actually did some searching. There's not a lot of video tutorials on how to do skateboarding tricks. Like
Yeah. Right.
there's videos and there's tutorials, but they're not as thoroughly thought out as they should be. It's like, look at me, I can just do whatever the fuck this is called, and the guy will do, the board will spin and do all kinds of shit. And he's like, and you just do this, and I'm like, but that's not. There has to be more than just do that.
Yeah.
Totally.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like that's the issue I've got with it. Like because I watch them videos, and it's just like yeah, you put your foot here and you can magically somehow do it within seconds.
yeah.
Totally. Yep.
There's so much more to it than just sticking
No,
your
that's
feet
one
somewhere.
thing that I love. Yeah, man. It's definitely a lot more than just picking your feet up and just jumping and the board doing what it does. There's definitely some skill, how to push, where to push, where to put your weight. Like, oh God, I tried to get on a skateboard one time and I'm like, I'm going to just ollie. I'm just going to jump. I'm just going to get the board. Man, I was just like, into the ground, fucking broke my face. It was horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
not my proudest.
I've definitely had some gnarly falls on my skateboard at some points.
Yeah.
Fair.
What's one of your funnier moments that you've seen either with you or one of your mates? Like you guys, you're skating around, you're having fun, and somebody fucks up. What's one of the funnier fuck ups you've seen?
Right, the smallest of stones, right? If they get underneath your wheel, let me see if I can show you. Oh. Right. So if the smallest of stones hits there, right, you literally your nose will bonk like that.
Yep.
Right. And then you'll be going over that way somewhere. Literally, we were skating down a hill at some in Andover where I used to live. My friend was going like he was bombing it down this hill. And then literally a stone no bigger than like your little fingernail. Hit his wheel,
just a little thing.
Flew, he flew over the bonnet of a car and landed the other side of the road. It was incredible.
Jeez.
It was so funny.
Got some air time.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, it was gnarly.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. I was watching something last night on the news where like one of those big giant semi trailers fell over. It was delivering groceries and the guy took it too fast and the whole trailer just like turned over and into the other lane, turned sideways and started sliding down the road. It took out 6 cars, but nobody got seriously injured. Everybody went to the hospital with like minor injuries.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sitting there and I'm like, God damn, I'm surprised nobody died. That
Yeah.
sounds like one of those moments where your friend is flying through the air over a car. You're like, God knows where this is going.
For sure. For sure.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, skateboarding is a pretty dangerous sport, isn't it? Most people don't give it the credit it deserves.
Yeah, it can be. It can be for sure.
Mhm.
Like there's a pro skateboarder who's like literally she's about 10, right? She's from the UK, and she's in the Olympics already at the age of 10,
Whoa.
and she is amazing, right? She was down at Tony Hawk's vert ramp, and she was coming up one side of it, and then she was going too far forward and fell and broke her arm, and she is still skating to this day. She's incredible.
Wow.
I don't know why when you said that made my butthole hurt hearing that she broke her arm. I was like, oh God, oh, that would be so gross.
It is insane. Like,
what's the worst injury that you've gotten from skateboarding? Like, I know the worst injury that I've gotten from martial arts is like a broken nose and a fat lip and a black eye. Like, that's pretty much it. Maybe a broken toe, you know, like nothing too bad. Been beaten up a few times, but you know, what about you for skateboarding?
well, I was going down a hill in Andover again, and
Yeah.
my board kind of I was getting like speed wobble, so I was
Yeah.
getting too fast, and my board was like my board went one way. I break danced through the air 100 foot and wrapped my nose around a wooden post.
Oh.
Like, literally, it was all across here, and you could see my bone through my nose. It was grim.
Jeez.
It was grim.
Yeah.
God damn, my man, you are a beast.
Wild. Jeez Louise.
That is wild. That's a crazy story, man.
Yeah.
Holy goddamn. That's like some pro wrestling, like when Mick Foley got thrown off the top of that cage. That was crazy shit. That was crazy shit.
Yeah,
but what are you guys doing over in the UK for fun these days with everything going on and life kind of opening up a little bit, but not too much? What do you guys do for fun nowadays?
honestly, not a lot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, the skate parks are open, so I take my little dude over here sometimes.
Yeah.
And then it's just family time, really. That's the most important thing at the moment. So
Yeah.
we just go for walks and down to the lake. There's not really a lot to do in Whitchurch. It's like a small village.
Yeah. How many people are in your little vicinity? Like, how many people are in your town, village, city?
Honestly, I'd say about 700, roughly.
Damn. See, I thought I lived in a small place. I have like 3,000 people here, and I'm like, this is tiny as shit. There's nobody here. But you, my friend, you have far less than half of my population.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But the only issue with living in such a small place is everyone knows everyone's business.
What's that like? Do you hate the small town drama? Is that an annoyance for you?
Yes and no. Like,
okay,
yes,
fair enough.
I'm far too old for petty playground drama. I've got to deal with it when my kids go to school. So why would I want to deal with it as an adult?
True. That's
That's
fair.
not
Yeah.
fun. But no, because I hate people. So being like a big city would like it would freak me out because I just hate everyone.
Yeah,
Fair.
I get that, man. I don't know what it is about people these days. What's your opinion on people these days? It seems like everybody is in the boat of like, either you can do something for me or you are completely worthless. Like it's literally like, you can help me out or I got no reason to be anywhere near you. And it's like, that's kind of cutting high, don't you think? Like,
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, I didn't know what your opinion was on people these days, because I mean, I think the world's changed from when we were kids. Like I remember going outside, having friends that you had for a long time, and then
For sure.
it's just a completely different world.
Yeah, no, like I say, like people to me like scare me anyway.
Yeah.
So, like with everything with like this pandemic going on and everyone watches far too much TV, or
Far too
listens
much.
to far much radio, and they're just scared because of what the government and the media are telling you. Like if you were to sit down and actually like look into it properly, like we've had COVID effectively for far longer than what the media are telling us we have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about 2-3 years ago, far more people have died from the normal flu that we get every year than COVID. But because COVID's like the new in thing, as the media have said, like everyone's
It's
more
the
worried
new
about it.
thing.
Like it's
Totally.
insane.
Yep.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's the new thing. It really is. It's like, you know, and now that people are like, okay, I'm getting tired of COVID. You can tell they're like, all right, well, let's bring something else back. The Black Plague. Let's bring back the Black Plague. And you're like, fuck.
Totally. It's like, just stop. Like, it's annoying. It's like, it's been so much media traffic on it, like, since it started.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I always thought that it was like a good, quick way of getting famous at the beginning. You just hashtag COVID, everything that had to do with COVID.
Yeah.
If you did that in the first couple of weeks, people were probably like, I fucking love you. And then after that, you got to find the new hashtags to start becoming famous because people are getting tired of that one.
Yeah. Well, funny story. It was, so hashtag COVID-19 was trending on Twitter yesterday. And on the Moose Bros Twitter page, I put out the link for one of our new videos, and I did hashtag, and then saw the ones that were trending, and I put in like 2 or 3 of them because I was like, more traffic. I think COVID-19 was one of them. Yeah.
Go. Go.
Oh, they feel great.
I'm glad they feel great. You weirdo. Weird child of mine. I love him, dude. He came in to steal my sunglasses because apparently he spilled his chips and he needs sunglasses to pick up his chips.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
I would have to agree.
True. Yeah.
Absolutely. As a young man, picking up potato chips is it's a lot easier with sunglasses on.
Totally.
I guess.
Exactly.
That's funny.
That's one of my favorite things about being a parent is like, even with COVID and everything going on, like you said, there's a lot more family time. Like I've gotten to spend so much more time with my kid than I ever would have. Man, the shit that comes out of this kid's mouth is hilarious. He came up to me the other day and he's like, hey, you want to see me be old? And I was like, sure. Like, I didn't really understand. He goes, I'm old. And they start pretending to be an old person. Then he falls over and dies. And I was like, oh, shit, boy. Yes.
Oh, man.
No,
That's hilarious.
I love kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely makes for an interesting time.
For sure.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Cannot pick the chips up. Let me do my thing for me.
All right, I'll deal with that when I'm done.
Okay.
Go watch your show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right here, please.
Oh, right, you can't open that door.
Scott's got a child-proof like door handle thing on that door that he's
Nice.
talking about. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
that's come up before.
I think I need to invest in one.
Fair.
My 2-year-old has worked out how to open the stair gate now. So
Oh. Yeah, fair.
yeah.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
For sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
So how have you been anyway? Have you been alright?
Yeah, I've been like, so I'm in college right now for business marketing. So I finished my first year back in April. So I'm closing in on 3 months of being done school. So I'm kind of starting to get a little sick of it. And I'm kind of starting to look forward to going back. But we've been doing this podcast like the last 2 weeks. We've done 7 episodes per week. Like the week before that was like 5. This week is like 5 or 6, and then so I've still had stuff to keep me busy, which is good. But I'm kind of, and like I had a job lined up for the summer, and then it hasn't happened because of COVID. So
Fair enough.
yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm kind of sick of like having to wear masks and like mostly being stuck at home. Like yeah, I'm kind of done with it at this point. And like at this point it's looking like my entire school year probably is going to be like online, which is kind of annoying. Because like it would be nice to be like actually back in school, but I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, doing good, staying busy.
Good.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. Like currently is just to keep busy.
Totally.
Because if you just sat around doing nothing, it's just gonna go so slow for you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Staying busy is definitely very important for sure. Like all the time, but especially when you're like spending the majority of time at home, just kind of like
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Because like yeah. Oh. Scott, I muted you because you were because there's quite a bit of noise going on in your end, and it was kind of hard to hear Michael. I think you're still on mute. There you go.
There you go.
Nice. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome. So where
How's
were
it
you,
going,
Jeff?
dude?
He decided to make some poor decisions, so that was frustrating. Oh well.
Fair.
But what were you gentlemen talking about? Enough about my unbehaved child that was going on.
We're just kind of, I don't know, just chatting. I was telling him like what I've been getting up to recently, just to stay busy because like not being in school, not working, all that. So we just kind of talked about that a little bit while we waited for you.
No, fair enough. Well, that was very kind of you. I apologize for my child getting in the way and doing what he was doing. He, as much as a good soul as he is, sometimes he gets carried away with the decision. Yes, I always feel bad because as a parent, I know there's some people that don't have kids and they're like, oh, kids can't be that difficult. And then like, as a parent, you're like, yeah, not difficult at all.
Yeah.
I feel like just jumping out of a window some days as much as we love them.
Totally. Yeah, like even I've spent the last 4 or 5 summers, like for the majority of the summer, working at a summer camp with 5 to 10-year-olds. So like I kind of feel like a little bit of the pain of parents.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So it's not that easy. Kids are not that easy.
No, and I guess you working at a summer camp, that would be a little bit more difficult. You see like the rambunctious, crazy side that parents want to get away from. So even after a while for you, you're probably like, all right, this is cool.
Totally.
Jeff, stop. Okay, Bobby, I know. Cindy, no, you can't cut. Oh, fuck, goddamn.
Totally.
For sure.
Yeah. By like halfway through the summer, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go home. I'm good. Like this
I'm
is
ready to go home.
yeah, this is good.
What about you, my man? What's it like being a parent over there for you? What's some of the crazy stuff that you got to deal with as a parent? But I know over here in Canada, like, there's not a lot of craziness. The kids are still pretty polite for the most part because everybody over here, we pretty much were preaching, you know, being nice to everybody all the time. But kids, they just say the damnedest things. Like my kid the other day went to the store. He's like, "Look at that lady, Dad. She sure is huge." I'm like, "Hey, can you say that? Can you say that quieter?"
Yeah, that happens all the time. Like, you just gotta laugh with it though.
Totally.
'Cause you turn around to them and you're like, I'm glad you said that because I was definitely thinking it. Like,
Yeah.
they just don't have that filter.
Totally.
Yeah. I always feel so bad when you go out into public and you're like, I don't know what my kid's gonna say. It might get me in trouble. You know, kids are evil that way. But they're so much fun. They're so pure. That's part of the evilness of them is that they're so pure. They don't know the difference between right and wrong.
Totally.
I miss being that age. Back when I was a kid, when I was that age, if you had $2 that made or break that, like that made your day. You'd go to the store and get so many 5-cent candies. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you remember those days, Jordan? Or when you were around, did you only get 10-cent candies?
Say that one more time.
When you grew up, was it like 10-cent candies or 5-cent candies for you?
I don't know of anything that costs like any candy that costs 5 or 10 cents.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Even the dollar store,
like-
like you're spending at least $1.
Fair
Wow.
enough. What's it like over there in the UK? Is it like, do you guys still do 5-cent candies or anything like that? Or is that a thing of the past?
Well, like you say, when I was a kid, we used to have 5p sweets.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is pretty much the same thing. But now, like, I remember when a Freddo was 40p, and now it's
Yeah.
like £2.10, just for a tiny chocolate frog.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Yeah?
Yeah, you can spend a lot of money on candy these days, like depending on where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being a kid and I bought like a Power Rangers, like those big wheels of bubble gum that you could buy.
Yeah.
I got this big fucking wheel, and I was like, my parents were like, that should last you a week. I'm like, try 3 hours. I ate the whole thing. I didn't understand spitting out gum. So I just swallowed this giant pile of gum, man. I was so fucking sick. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
fair.
I felt so good. I just wanted to die. But it was so good. It was so good. And I was hoping it would turn me into a Power Rangers. Fucking Mighty Morphin Power.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I miss the cartoons growing up as a kid, like Power Rangers, fucking Pokemon, Digimon, all that shit was a lot of fun to grow up with.
See, that's
What
why
about
I
you?
like having Alfie, because he's 7. So I've kind of like molded his cartoon watching for sure.
Yeah.
I've got him into Pokemon. He's a
Nice.
mad fan of Pokemon, which is good for me because I can't get enough of it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Pokemon's dope. There's so many of them now. There's like, what, 2,000, 1,500, something like that. There's a lot of them now, and they have different types. And I was watching the new one where it's like Sun and Moon or whatever, and they're like, look, your fucking Pokemon can turn like crazy mega Pokemon for a few minutes. And I was like, wait, what? And all of a sudden they like change colors, and they're, you know, Charizard's black and he's breathing fire and he has a mustache, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's got mad now though, but like they're becoming unrealistic with the names. Like It's crazy. But it will always be one of the classic cartoons, though. Like everyone watches it.
Yeah, I never really got into it. Like when I was a kid, like I don't know, just never. I don't know, it's weird. Like like a lot of kids that I know, like.
What did you get into, Jordan? What were you into if you weren't into Pokemon? Were you into midget clown strippers and I don't know about it?
No.
You were into midget clown strippers, weren't you, Jordan?
Oh, Scott, you sick
This
bastard.
is why you won't talk to me about it. This is why you won't talk to me about midget clown strippers.
Oh.
You just see, he shakes his head because he's like, Scott, you're bringing back old memories. I know, Jordan. I know you were at one point tortured by a midget clown stripper.
No, thankfully not. But like, I don't know, like all my siblings, like, including me, have really always been into Minecraft and like, Webkins. Like those were pretty popular in my family. There's quite a few of those around. Those are like the main ones, but never really Pokemons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what that means, Jordan?
What?
I'm going to have to send you a fleshlight, but also like a stuffed Pokemon that's big enough for you to shove it in its butt, and then you can bond with your Pokemon. You become one, you and your Pokemon.
Oh, man.
You could
That's how
probably
you
sell
get it.
them for a good fortune. Right? I guarantee there will be some Pokemon fanatic that would pay good money for one of them.
Absolutely. Can you imagine, though, the first one he gets, he's like, I have to get Squirtle. He fucking like bends it over the table. You're like, oh, it's because of the name, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
funny.
just bad shit. They say, though, that's a weird thing, though. I don't know if you gentlemen have heard, they talked about it on the news the other day, that there's a guy making like more realistic sex dolls, and he's making an absolute killing at it. He's making a ton of money because there's more girls these days that just don't have relationships. They just have like My OnlyFans accounts and stuff like that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently this guy's making a real nice penny off all these sex robots. And I'm like, God damn, who would have thought?
Yeah, right.
It's a little bit weird. I don't know if I can get into that.
No.
Like if you smack it, is it gonna yell at you? If you choke it, is it gonna be like, you're choking me, you're choking me? Is it like, well, I want to know what happened?
Oh, no.
I tell you what, maybe you should invest in one and then let us know.
I think Jordan needs to invest in one.
No.
He's the one with all the money these days, and I mean, he can do an unboxing video with this thing.
Oh, gosh. No, that's not happening.
Maybe it's behind the blue curtain. Maybe he's already got it.
It's behind that hole in the wall. I knew it. You don't have women behind that wall. You have sex robots, you sick fuck.
I'm going to have to just start doing this podcast with no blue curtain. So it's just clearly a wall. Because, like, it gets brought up, like, every episode.
Yeah, but see, even if you remove the blue cloth, it just means that you've moved it and patched the hole. Don't think you're off the hook, motherfucker.
All right.
Damn.
No matter where you go, whether you're in the Arctic, your fucking terrorist cave is under the ice then. If you're in the mountains, it's in the side of the mountain. If it's in a tree, it's somewhere in the tree. I don't know. You always have a cave somewhere nearby with your terrorist shit in it.
Oh, man.
Right, dudes. I'm on like 2% battery. So I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
Of course, that's fine, my friend. Not a problem. So, but we would love to get you back on one of these days whenever you have more time and got more time to sit down. And just wanted to say thank you for coming on and enjoying the podcast with us.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me. It's been a good time.
Mm-hmm.
No problem, brother.
Ooh.
No, there he is.
Nice.
But for sure, brother, we'll have you back on again soon. And thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, thank you. It's been good fun.
Cool.
Awesome.